So we've been talking some about Pinterest. So we're going to work on completing your Pinterest account. So first thing, of course, you want to do is you want to log in to Pinterest. A brand new account that we have, and it's asking us to go through the what do we like. So we need to pick a few things that we like, and it really won't let you go to the next place without doing it. So we need to fill up these things here. Love the goat. Continue. Now, as you can see, this is brand new account. So we want to go to settings, click on that. Now here's our name, last name, the username, about, again 200 characters. We want to say what we tutor, the area that we tutor it in, and a little brief message. Location is important, especially for tutoring. You want to put your website in. Again, that's very important. This means you can log in and log out with Facebook, which I like to do. I like to log in with Facebook. Makes it easier. So if we wanted to change that, we could go like this. Then it would. One thing, if you have a variety of Facebook accounts, you'll want to make sure that you are logged in with the username, not the business name, because the username is you can't really log in with a business account. Okay, so after you fill that in, you click Save Profile. Then we want to come up here. You want to create boards, which is pretty easy. Just click Create a Board. Board name, we can say, so we're tutoring math, so we'll say Math Tips. Create the board. Now we want to edit the board. We want to make sure that we choose a good description. You can say daily tips on how to make math easier. Okay. For here, of course, we want to choose the category. So we would say education, and then we would save the settings. If you have a space on your website that talks specifically about math in that description, you want to make sure to put that. Okay. So you want to create 3 or 4 different boards. Now what we want to do is we want to work on finding some people with similar interest. Okay. One of the things we want to do too is we have a pin it button right here, which makes things super easy. So let's go. If you click here, now we see we have one board, we have no pins, we have one like, we have one activity, and we're following 54 people. It always gives us followers, so you can check them out. Usually you're following like people that have like a bazillion followers. So what I do is I usually unfollow all the big guys. I mean, I'm a little dude, they're not going to worry about me. Do that. Then to find followers, so we would go click on Pinterest. We want to go to the education category. Okay, education. Now here is where you get to the nitty-gritty of where that you can find people. Another way, okay, so let's say reading. Here's a cool thing for reading. So we would click like, we would click comment, that gets the word out. So So we would click comment, and we could say, really, you don't want to blast your website out, but we could say something like, I really like this tip. I also do this to help my students. Okay? See, that shows people that you actually know what you're talking about. I like to repin, so we would repin. We could put it in math tips, but it really don't fit there, so we can create a new board. We'll call it reading tips. Yeah. We create that, then it's in reading tips. So click pin it. What happens is it takes us to this page. It is very important as you're starting out that you click follow. That means we follow that person. So that's why we want to make sure to have a nice page set up. We have some nice categories set up. Otherwise, you know, they're not going to pay very much attention to us. So what I would do is once you start out your Pinterest board, then you find like 10 of these. Now, so an interesting thing you can do is when we go back to when we're following people. See, this is who we're following with the reading tips. We can go and find out who we see who is following them. In other words, people who follow them would be interested in reading tips or math or whatever that we're doing. So if we click here, then you see these people are interested in things that we are interested in, and so we just click follow. You know, click on a couple to follow. For a while, this number or the following will be much larger than this number. What we want to do is we want to, of course, get that number up. And as people see how smart we are in the subject, then the word gets out. Okay. The best people to follow and have follow you, of course, are people who want to buy your services. There are some more great ways that you can do that, especially with Facebook. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to make another video on Tuesday and talk some about that. So, things to do. Number 1, fill out your settings. Number 2, make 5 or 6 boards. Make sure the boards have good descriptions, good names, and a picture. You know, you can find pictures. Also on Tuesday we'll talk some about making good graphics. See, the whole bit is that we want people to say we have a really cool system for teaching multiplication tables. We want to translate that into a picture that people would then say we teach, you know, 5th grade math or tutor 5th grade math. Then we would want them to share that picture with others. So we'll talk about images next week on Tuesday. So do our settings, create our boards, and what you want to do is you want to follow some people. Again, how you do that, go here, we go to categories, go to education, and I mean there are like, you know, it seems like there's not very many, but as you scroll, you see the page gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the first, you want to work on pinning about 10 good things every day for a week. Now you want to pin stuff that you like. You don't just want to randomly pin something. You want to pin something that you think people that visit your Pinterest account would care about. Very important. So 10 a day for a week, and that makes 70. After that, you want to just check things every day, see how it's growing, and hopefully the whole point of the thing is we want to get more people as tutor clients. Hopefully you've had a great day. If you have questions, you know, visit us at cleverapple.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see links below the video, and we hope you have a wonderful day.